Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. We begin today's edition of Prime News with this sad story coming in from the West region, where 4 children have lost their lives after their house took to flames in Bafoussam. The fire broke out last night in the absence of their parents, and despite all attempts to rescue them, the children were consumed by the flames. Joy Ngong completes the story.
Inhabitants of the West region woke up this morning to an unexpected tragedy. 4 children, 3 of which are of the same family, between the ages of 3 and 7 years, and a 13-month-old baby who was spending holidays, perished in a fire incident in Bafoussam, chief town of the region. The incident occurred at about 10 p.m. as explained by this neighbor, who was quick to alert the entire neighborhood. It was at about 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. Just within the space of 30 minutes, it was already worse. It was my wife who came outside and started shouting. I asked what could make my wife shout like that. I thought it was a thief. I was ready to go and catch him. But when I got outside, it was fire that welcomed me. Then I started pouring water and calling out for help. I was with other neighbors. We were 3 of us trying to contain the flames while crying for help. I knocked on all the gates of the quarter. I went to carry water from the well, but the bucket fell inside. We even tried to break the pipe. Eyewitnesses say the children were alone at home as their father had gone to the travel agency to see off their mother, who was on her way to Douala for Christmas shopping. I asked his wife where she was going. She says she was going to buy Christmas clothes. Are there no clothes in the market here? The mortal remains of the 4 children have been taken to the Bafoussam Regional Hospital mortuary awaiting burial.
7 suspected robbers accused of breaking into schools and churches in Yaoundé have been presented to the press. The gang was presented yesterday, December 20, at the Regional Delegation for National Security. Details with Audrey Zatza.
These are the 7 alleged robbers specialized in the robbery of school establishments and churches in the Central region, presented to the public.
And in environment. Indeed, in the night of the 24th of September 2021, and other specific police skills, the suspects were apprehended.
According to the regional delegate for national security in the Central region, these suspects claimed the responsibility of various acts of robbery in Yaoundé, including
operates 24 hours 7.
The arrest comes a few days to Christmas and New Year celebrations, during which citizens are more than ever encouraged to be vigilant.
The 2022 budget for the Moyoka Council has experienced a drop of 89 million francs CFA as opposed to 2021. The drop has been attributed to the security challenges and hardship brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. This was reviewed during the 2nd ordinary session of the Moyoka Council, as Clarice Ekowe tells us.
Moyoka Council will run on a budget of 1 billion francs CFA for the 2022 financial year, up from 1 billion 89 million francs CFA in 2021. In his speech, the mayor of Moyoka Council, Langino Laza, noted that the 89 million francs CFA drop in the 2022 budget for the Moyoka Council is due to the Anglophone crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, citing the persistent lockdowns and the relocation of taxpayers that has made revenue collection difficult.
My budget for the year is 1 billion, a small drop of 89 million, just to the crisis that affect us. I think 2022 we'll try to count up.
Talking on the realization rate of the 2021 public investment budget for the Moyoka Council, Mayor Laza indicated that 80% of project earmarked were attained including the construction of 2 classrooms at GS Ekona, the rehabilitation of the water catchment project that supplies water to Owe, Yoke, and Malende, which is ongoing. Highlighting projects for the year 2022, Mayor Lazar said focus will be on the construction of roads, the continuation of the water project, and the construction of administrative buildings.
We have to arrange some of the streets. We have to build a headmaster residence in Yoke. So we have many.
Present during this council session was Honorable Findi Mokondo, Member of Parliament for Fako East constituency, who congratulated the mayor and his team for the public investment budget realization rate.
In 2020, you bear with me, was barely zero. But in 2021, this year, they are on an 80% realization, which is something to be applauded. And it's a show of competence. We look forward to a 100% realization come 2022.
The council session was also attended by the representative of the SDO for Fako, who called on the councillors to collaborate in order to ensure a 100% realization rate of the public investment budget for the Moyoka Council for the year 2022.
Over in the northwest region, the people of Ndakwata, newly out Mile 90 Songwa Bamenja, can now enjoy portable water donation from the Fomanda Support Center. The event also saw the distribution of food items to widows and orphans within that community. Charles Kibwa reports from Bamenja.
Inhabitants of Ndakwata, newly out Mile 19 Songwa Bamenja, can now enjoy good drinking water, thanks to a donation from Fomanda Anna Gandhi, CEO of the Fomanda Support Center, in response to the needs of the community. Water, which is life, is for this reason that the inhabitants turned out December 17, 2021 in their numbers to receive the project with joy, while used the opportunity to express their thanks to the donor. It all started with an ecumenical service to pray for the people of Songwa in particular and the donor of the water project. Fomanda Foundation, committed to improving lives of people with special needs, grieving and underprivileged, in a message of encouragement to the people of Songwa from Dr. Mrs. Anna Gandhi, Fomanda Support Center will continue to serve as an outreach through which Gandhi's dream for the community of Songwa will be accomplished. The water project worth over 3.5 million. Chi Nicholas, quarter head of Ndakwata's Mile 19 Songwa, on behalf of the inhabitants, happy of the donation, said it has come to relieve them from pain and suffering caused by the absence of water, especially during the dry season. To His Majesty Gwandeza III, Fon of Songwa, water is life, and for that reason, thank the Fomanda Foundation for bringing life in Songwa.
When Gandhi went to stay with the Lord, to meet the Lord, we thought that all is gone, all is finished. But we thank God that life has regenerated on this hill. And I want to thank Mama for bringing us life again on the hill. The sign of water is a sign of life. No matter where, when you see water, you see life. And since she has brought water on this hill, we know life has regenerated here, and it will grow stronger and better more than ever before. I thank God for her, and I pray that many more beautiful ideas will come out of her wise mind for the people, not only of Songwa, but the people of the world.
Pastor Fongu Julius, home president of the Fomanda Water Project, told the people of the area to make good use of the project by keeping the area clean at all times.
The water, it is their responsibility to keep this environment clean, to see how they protect the water, see the time, set up a time that they have to open the door for the community to carry. And they have a time they have to close the gate so that children should not be taken as a play place and destroy it. It is under strict and control. People are free to carry it free and drink it free, but they must take care of it.
The Fomanda Support Center for Widows, Orphans, Disabled and Underprivileged also used the occasion to share food to widows and orphans to celebrate end-of-year festivities. The day was graced with musical presentation of the Star Kids, traditional dances and screening of persons from communicable diseases.
The Andek Council in Momo Division of the Northwest Region will for the first time run its affairs with a budget worth over 1 billion. This was disclosed during a special council budgetary session chaired by Mayor Obango Heli Yakabachaskewa once again.
The Andek Council in Momo Division of the Northwest will run for the first time with a budget worth over 1 billion francs CFA, with investment component of about 525 million FCFA devolved by the state for the development of the municipality. Meeting in a special council budgetary session December 17, 2021, at the council chambers to vote the 2022 budget of the Andek Council, Mayor Obango Hale Akoba said the large amount devolved by the state to the Andek Council is true manifestation of willingness of the government to effectively implement the ongoing decentralization process.
So I've already opened dialogue with some of them, dialogue with those in the diaspora, and I'm already preaching and begging on them to, for once, give us the opportunity to realize these wonderful projects for the development of the municipality.
At the session, councillors presented committee reports, adopted the draft budget and the AIP for 2022 with 28 projects allocated for the Andek Council, and to ensure a smooth realization of the envisaged projects, Mayor Obango Hale said they've engaged on frank dialogue with separatist fighters to understand the need for development in the municipality.
The municipality has been a challenge because there have quite been some secessionist activities on the ground. But yet, we are lucky that the state has devolved about 525 million francs to the municipality, or Andek municipality. And presently, I'm already talking because these boys, the head of state has initiated a dialogue. And as I always said, that dialogue is not him, the head of state, to talk with these boys. It is us on the field.
As council's continuous effort to cause life to return to normalcy in Ngi, and for this to happen, the councillors took firm commitment of becoming more home-oriented.
The population of Edina, Southwest region of Cameroon, have received the anti-COVID-19 kits from the Southwest Executive Council as a means to ensure a healthy population during and after the festive period. The donation exercise was led by the Commissioner for Health, Honorable William, along with Clarice Ekowe reports from the Southwest region.
Among the COVID-19 hygiene materials donated to the population of West Coast Idinao, found in the southwest region of Cameroon were 15,500 face masks, 200 hand sanitizers, 750 liters of chlorine, and 19 spraying machines. The anti-COVID-19 hygiene materials were distributed to the 7 groups of beneficiary population by the Commissioner for Health, Honorable William Elangwe.
I'm here representing the President of the Regional Assembly, Mr. Zacchaeus Bakoma Elango. We have selected the churches Fishermen Association, taking into consideration that around the WAF here in Idinao, you find so many people who are working there on daily basis. We have also taken into consideration schools, the subdivisional hospital. We did not leave out the quarter head, and so even the general population, they are going to benefit.
This exercise, according to Honorable Elangwe, is a follow-up to the sensitization seminar that was organized by the Southwest Executive Council.
It's a follow-up of the COVID-19 seminar that was held here in Idinao on the 28th of November, to be very precise. And the follow-up mission is to come and give some preventive COVID-19 materials to the population of Idinao.
Representing the mayor for Idinao appreciated the Southwest Executive Council for matching words to action through this donation exercise.
Thank the General Assembly very much to make use of every material that have been given to us.
To some of the beneficiaries,
face mask and hand sanitizer today, so those equipment will help us to protect ourselves, so that the well personnel are the first line who are fighting against COVID-19.
People coming into the church without face masks, so
The Regional Assembly of the Southwest has really helped us.
Given their coastal activities, the population of West Coast East now have been advised to put the anti-COVID-19 materials into proper use both during and after the festive period in a bid to control the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic.
A two-day training workshop to raise awareness and officially launch the harmonized vocational training programs in tourism and leisure sectors has ended in Yaoundé today. The forum was chaired by the Minister of Tourism and Leisure, Bello Buba Maigari Dolingande. Completes the story.
Henceforth, the professional training obtained from the restaurant, hotel and tourism sectors will become harmonized in Cameroon. For 2 days now, key players in these sectors have been participating in an awareness-raising forum after the official launch of a harmonized vocational training program in the tourism, hotels and leisure sectors in Cameroon. The event, which took place at the Yaoundé Convention Center, has been chaired by Cameroon's Minister of Tourism and Leisure, Bello Buba Maigari.
Our government intends to harmonize and to launch the harmonized program in all the training structure existing in our country.
Since December 20, 2021, the operators in the vocational training departments of the hotel, leisure and tourism sectors have not only been drilled on harmonization schemes, but have also made possible recommendations for their implementations on the field.
It is programs that are harmonized at the same levels to ensure that students who are coming out from one institution to another with the same qualification should be at the same level of understanding and at the same level of knowledge acquired. That is why these programs have to be implemented nationwide.
Before the end of the forum, the remarkable presence and participation of stakeholders from the Ministry of Secondary Education was felt, with mind-blowing revelations made that the aforementioned sectors of tourism are already an integral part of the curriculum in most public secondary schools in Cameroon.
Just coming in, the president of the Confederation of African Football, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, who arrived Cameroon yesterday on a working visit, met with President Paul Biya at the Unity Palace today. Let's now listen to his declaration after meeting President Paul Biya.
I will be getting a report after the AFCON. And one of the things we know is that the experiences of our people are very important. You cannot fool people. If there are problems that people have identified and problems that people have experienced and we have not dealt with those, they will legitimately identify those. But we have to have confidence and belief in ourselves as Africans. And we have to have confidence and belief in ourselves that we can host a very successful AFCON 2021 in Cameroon that will make the people of Cameroon proud.
In a related story, Dr. Patrice Motsepe has dispelled all doubts surrounding the AFCON competition. He spoke after his visit to the Olembe Sports Complex yesterday with a call on Africans to build confidence. Nora Kakebi completes the story.
President Patrice Motsepe has cleared the air following rumors that Cameroon will not host the African football tournament. Patrice Motsepe yesterday, December 20, reassured Cameroonians that the 2021 AFCON shall take place in Cameroon from January 9, 2022.
My message is to Africa and to the world. We are going to host, in partnership with the government of Cameroon. So come January 9, they must kick off.
President of the Confederation of African Football reiterated that Africa is capable not only to host the Nations Cup, but equally able to host world competition. He further called on Cameroonians and Africans to be optimistic, confident, and believe in themselves.
We have to believe in our people. We have to stop being the ones that lack confidence and are always expressing skeptical, negative views of our own people. We have to be more optimistic.
Visiting CAF president has assured the competition would go as planned and promised he will be in Cameroon come January 7th ahead of the AFCON due to kick off on the 9th.
So see you when we start January 9th. As I said, I'm going to be here January 7th. I'm bringing my wife and children because we are all Cameroonians.
He took out time to check out the Olimbe Stadium, which he confirmed is set for the kickoff.
Nora Kakebi is reporting today's edition of Prime News on My Media Prime Television. Coming up at 7 p.m. is Prime Hour with Kum Leonard and his team. My name is Fon Quinter. Keep watching programs on The African. I will meet again tomorrow for what's making news in and out of the country. Good night. Stay with us.